The Indonesian government has made significant progress in distributing social assistance, or bansos, for the second quarter of 2025. This effort is a cornerstone of the national strategy to protect the well-being of its citizens and maintain economic stability across the archipelago. The primary objective, as directed by the President, is to uphold the purchasing power of families, ensuring they can meet their essential daily needs. By injecting funds directly into households, the government aims to stimulate local economies from the ground up, creating a ripple effect that supports small businesses and keeps community markets active and vibrant, particularly during times of economic uncertainty. As we reach this point in the year, the numbers speak to a large-scale, coordinated effort. The Ministry of Social Affairs has confirmed that a substantial portion of the allocated funds has already been successfully dispersed. More than 80% of the targeted aid for this quarter has reached the designated beneficiary families, known as Keluarga Penerima Manfaat, or KPM. This achievement represents a massive logistical operation spanning thousands of islands and involving multiple government agencies and financial partners. The focus remains squarely on providing a critical safety net for the most vulnerable populations in our society, ensuring they have the resources to live with dignity. The total amount disbursed for this period is truly staggering, reflecting the government's deep commitment to social welfare. According to the latest data from the Ministry of Social Affairs, over 20 trillion rupiah has been channeled into the hands of Indonesian families. This financial support is not just a statistic, it is a lifeline for millions. It translates into food on the table, school supplies for children, and the ability for parents to provide for their families without falling deeper into poverty. The successful delivery to the vast majority of recipients demonstrates a system that is, for the most part, functioning as intended to support our people. This widespread distribution is a testament to the government's dedication to social justice and economic resilience. By ensuring that aid reaches a large number of families in a timely manner, the program directly helps to reduce inequality and prevent economic shocks from disproportionately affecting those with the fewest resources. The positive impact is felt in communities nationwide, as families are empowered to make their own purchasing decisions, thereby supporting local vendors and contributing to the overall health of the national economy. The progress made in the second quarter sets a strong foundation for the continued support of our citizens. The government's social assistance is delivered through several key programs, each designed to address specific needs within the community. The first is the program Keluarga Harapan, or PKH, which stands for the Family Hope Program. This initiative provides conditional cash transfers to low-income families with specific requirements, such as having pregnant women, young children, or school-aged children. For the second quarter of 2025, an impressive 5.8 trillion rupiah has been distributed to over 8 million families under the PKH program. This represents a completion rate of over 80%, ensuring that millions of children receive the nutritional and educational support they need for a better future. Another vital component of the social safety net is the Sembako, or Staples program. This program provides assistance to help families purchase essential food items like rice, eggs, and other necessities. In the second quarter alone, a total of 9.2 trillion rupiah has been distributed to more than 15 million beneficiary families, achieving a distribution rate of nearly 85%. This aid is crucial for ensuring food security and proper nutrition for a significant portion of the population. By empowering families to buy staples, the government helps them maintain a healthy diet and alleviates the daily pressure of affording basic food supplies. In addition to these core programs, the government has also provided Penabalan Bansos, or additional social aid, to offer further relief. Recognizing that many families continue to face economic pressures, this supplementary assistance provides an extra 200,000 rupiah per month for 2 months. A total of 6.19 trillion rupiah has been disbursed for this purpose, reaching the same 15 million families who benefit from the Sembako program. This extra support acts as a buffer, helping families cover other urgent expenses, such as transportation, healthcare, or utility bills, providing a more comprehensive level of support during challenging times. Together, these three programs form a multi-layered approach to social protection. They are not simply handouts, they are strategic investments in the nation's human capital and economic stability. The PKH focuses on long-term development by investing in health and education, while the Sembako and additional aid programs address the immediate need for food and financial security. By targeting different aspects of poverty, the government ensures that its assistance is both comprehensive and effective, reaching millions of Indonesians with the specific support they need to not only survive, but also to have the opportunity to thrive. Despite the overall success of the second quarter distribution, it is important to acknowledge that not every intended recipient has received their aid yet. Approximately 3 million beneficiary families are still waiting for their funds to arrive. This delay is not due to a lack of funds or an oversight, but rather a significant administrative transition aimed at improving the long-term efficiency and transparency of the aid distribution system. The government is actively working to resolve these issues, but the process involves several necessary steps that have unfortunately caused a temporary setback for some of the most vulnerable families who are counting on this support. The primary reason for the delay is a major policy change mandated by Presidential Regulation No. 63 of 2017. This regulation requires that all social assistance be distributed non-cash, primarily through bank accounts, to improve accountability and reduce the risk of misuse. As a result, the government is shifting the distribution channel from PT Pos Indonesia to state-owned banks, collectively known as Himbara. This transition requires a massive effort to open new bank accounts for millions of recipients, a process that is inherently complex and time-consuming, involving careful verification and documentation for each individual family. This account opening procedure, known as Burakal or Buka Rekening Kolektif, is at the heart of the current delays. It affects both existing beneficiaries who are being migrated from PT Pos and newly registered families who are being added to the system. For each of the 3.6 million KPM in this transition phase, the process involves media group, staff comparing ID card to computer database, fingerprint scanning for identification at distribute equally, verifying their identity against national databases, creating a new bank account, producing a debit card and ATM card, and finally, distributing these cards to the recipients. Each step must be executed with precision to ensure the aid reaches the correct person, which inevitably takes time. The group of people affected by this Burakal process is diverse. It includes over 1.3 million PKH recipients and nearly 2 million Sembako recipients who are being moved from the old PT Pos system to the new Himbara banking system. Furthermore, the government has identified and is now including families who were previously missed due to data errors, known as exclusion errors. This includes over 600,000 new PKH families and more than 770,000 new Sembako families. While this data correction is a positive step toward fairness, it adds another layer of complexity to the current distribution effort. The government, led by the Minister of Social Affairs, Saifullah Yusuf, has openly acknowledged the delays and has extended a sincere apology to the families who are still waiting for their assistance. This transparency is crucial in maintaining public trust. The minister has provided a clear assurance that every single family designated to receive aid for the second quarter will indeed receive their full entitlement. The funds are secure and allocated. The final step is to complete the administrative process of opening and activating the new bank accounts. This promise underscores the government's unwavering commitment to fulfilling its responsibilities to all citizens. Progress is being made every day to overcome these logistical hurdles. As of the beginning of July, the Burakal process had already been completed for over 610,000 families who are now able to access their funds through their new bank accounts. This shows that the system is working, albeit slower than desired for some. The remaining 3 million KPM are now the top priority. Government agencies and their banking partners are working diligently to accelerate the verification and card distribution processes, aiming to resolve the backlog as quickly as possible so that the much-needed support can flow into these households. It is also important to note that the new regulation allows for flexibility. While the primary method of distribution is now through banks, Presidential Regulation Number 63 of 2017 includes exceptions for specific vulnerable groups. For individuals who live in remote areas without access to banking services, as well as for those with severe disabilities or the elderly who cannot travel, aid can still be delivered directly by PT Pos Indonesia. This ensures that the push for modernization does not inadvertently exclude those who are the most difficult to reach, demonstrating a compassionate and practical approach to policy implementation. In conclusion, while the transition to a non-cash system has presented challenges and caused regrettable delays for some, the overall effort to distribute social aid in 2025 is a story of determination and progress. The government has successfully reached the vast majority of its intended beneficiaries, providing essential support to millions of families and strengthening the national economy. For those still waiting, there is a firm promise and a clear plan in place. The ongoing work to refine the system and correct past data errors reflects a deep-seated commitment to creating a more just, transparent, and effective social safety net for all Indonesians.